Yes, hello, greetings to you, good evening. Come on in, please. I ask that you close the door behind you. Thank you. How are you doing? Wonderful, splendid. Well, I'm the sales rep today on the floor. Mary's gone away to Cancun on a holiday with her dear husband. So, mind if I show you what we have here? Ah, yes, I was just busy in the middle of polishing these. I will stop doing that though. Not quite complete yet, but I've had to clean some of these up. These are some of our vintage spoons that we have. Some we're coming to find maybe antique, but so we're currently selling the wooden case here. Oh yes, don't mind our cat that's just playing around. He likes to roam around this antique shop. Please don't mind the cat. But we are selling this wooden frame for $35 if you are interested. Okay, I will keep a... he got... Mary must have taken my notes away. One moment, please, while you enjoy the spoons. I must grab my pen. Alrighty then. So, yes. We shall begin. My apologies. Would you like an exact measure of how much each piece is? We do everything by hand here. No computers. Cash registers. Just to fit with the theme of the olden days. To go with the shop, of course. So it draws people in. Well, here we have this rectangular frame. And as you notice, it is actually a doorway right here with the handle. It actually opens up. This is the light glass encasing. And it simply stands up of its own accord to reveal these wonderful spoons. Now, if you would like the whole entire set, that will go for $200. Okay? So, just because the set is $200 does not mean it adds up exactly to the $35 with the wood frame and however much each spoon costs. Okay, there's a cost for the wood frame itself, there's a cost for all the spoons itself, and there's a cost for the set and the spoons combined, cleaned, and polished. Okay, so if you'd like all the spoons alone, that would be a unit price of $150. Okay, so yes, the set, $200, that is clean and polish. Okay, I've just cleaned them all. I just have to still kind of polish them all before I officially sell them. But if you would prefer them unpolished to give it that look, it's still the same rate of $200. Okay, but these are fabulous. These are really amazing spoons. I don't think people realize how incredible spoons are. But I will give you a clear cost per item and total cost at the very end based on what you're looking for. You can buy 1 spoon, 3 spoons, 5 spoons. You can buy the case and 5 spoons. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm not selling this as a set necessarily, okay? So, yes, but I'm just going to kind of over-explain to all of these items, where they come from, their history, all of that stuff. This was actually passed on from somebody's great aunt. So we have cleansed the items of their historical attachment and ensured that this wasn't haunted or anything of the sort. But as you can see here, there are a couple pieces that have detached based on their age. So this one piece says Florida, and it has a palm tree and a flamingo on it, and it's very tiny, but I'm certain that you can still see it. If you look upon further inspection, it has Florida on it. Yes. Florida. Florida. So, this one has fallen off a spoon unknown. It is a mystery as to which part it was attached to. It could have been an entirely different spoon. In fact, I believe I have found the spoon that it fits on. Yeah, yes, of course. How could I have been so silly? So we can easily glue that on for you. And then here the spoon shows Florida on it as well. You can see. You definitely have to look carefully here, but it has Florida on it. It has a roughly drawn map of Florida and dolphins and birds amongst the waters and palm trees, kind of to portray the islands of Florida. So you can see it is quite an elegant little spoon. It is so beautiful. A must-have in your home. I don't know why more people aren't hyped about spoons. I don't know if I would use this to serve someone's soup. But I most certainly would show these off, as they are so wonderful. So yes, I'll put that Florida one next to it just to make sure that I repair that. There's another one here that has fallen off over the years. This one has a bit of a rust to it, but upon closer examinations, I've come to find that this says Rehoboth Beach, Dell, Rehoboth Beach. Rehoboth Beach, wherever that may be. And it is a part of this spoon. So while this great aunt of someone's was alive and well, they've traveled many different places. So these are spoons from all the various places they have been. So I'll make sure to attach this, but it is quite a simple silver spoon, quite similar in size, maybe just a tad taller than the other spoon. I'll put that next to it. So it goes into repairs. I think I'll leave it to Mary, since she took my notes away. But nonetheless, these tiny ones are very cute. They can fit handsomely in your palm, just like this. Just make sure not to press so hard on this here, because it's not attached very well. It separates after some time. This is why antique spoons are so valuable, because the ones that have kept their composition over the 100+ year journey through life is, of course, worthy of value. This one, Bushkill Falls, Pennsylvania. So there's that one. So very similar. This one is quite aristocratic piece. There's not many like it, indeed. And yes, these are all authentic silver. This is New Hampshire. The purple finch, I believe, is their state bird. The white birch, the tree. The purple lilac, the flower. And Concord. Concord being the capital. The capital. Concord. So all of it is inscribed upon this elegant spoon. It's quite sturdy nonetheless. They have Hampton Beach, Mount Washington, Nashua, Portsmouth, and Keene, all inscribed upon this marvelous spoon. This spoon fascinates me because it's set apart from the other ones. It's unlike any one I have seen around. This was quite a unique find. In fact, I would absolutely purchase this one if I were someone interested in the market of spoon purchasing. What do you think? Yeah, it's easy to hold. Again, just a decorative piece, and all of these should be. It keeps their lifespan, so I wouldn't go using them and washing them frequently. I do wonder if these will last 1,000 years. That fascinates me to think about sometimes. San Francisco. Yes, I've just recently watched The Princess Diaries again after all this time. So this definitely reminds me of it. There's the Golden Gate Bridge, famously known throughout the world, and the trolley system that goes throughout the hilly city. And the back looks as if it's a seashell of sorts, perhaps to describe the beaches there, if any. So that's a unique one. Here's another tiny one. I'm just showing you the ones sideways on display. First, Maryland, where I believe she has come from or been born. So another tiny state spoon. And then we can now move on to some couple slightly larger ones here. Yes, so thank you for stopping me. I apologize, my dear. I didn't mean to rush you. The tiny spoons each go for $5. Any spoon this size, a little like a larger. There's the medium spoons I'll show you soon, but the large spoons, they go for $15. And the medium spoons go for $10. Okay? Regardless of where it came from, the age, etc. Now, with that said, let's do the math here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110. So if you'd like all tiny spoons, that is going to be $110. So do you see a pattern here? It is actually a better deal to buy the whole entire set than to buy each individual spoon. As you see, with the price of the large and medium spoons, it will total, with the case, to more than the $200. So this is why I insist that you purchase the entire set as it comes. So may I continue my presentation of these delicate spoons? Certainly. So you can see the unfinished polish it has a nice look to it. However, some people just prefer I clean them in their entirety, and I will. That is my promise to you. But let's continue. This is from Nebraska. I've never been there. Quality before, I believe it says quality before the law, something like that. Quality before the law, or equality before the law. Yes, equality before the law. So on the back there's also the capital and some corn in the fields. I believe it's some of these you can see the year. It just says sterling. This is a sterling silver. I apologize, the print is very tiny. I have to actually wear special frames just to be able to read this microprint, because not everyone can. So, yes, I actually specialize in verifying if things are vintage or antique. Yes, I can tell real gold from fake, real silver from fake. There's a very easy way to tell. So, but I will not reveal my secrets unless you desire to work here and replace Mary's job. Oh, she's not doing well ever since the last divorce, but at least she's holding herself together. If you do come by once more, you will get to see her and maybe have a little chit chat with her about, leaving my notes out of the table. Ooh, that gets on my nerve. She always blames the cat, but the cat knocks things over. It can't possibly move this to my desk. Nonetheless, this is quite a unique spoon. I would say it's one of my favorites, although I'm not quite sure if I'm fond of Nebraska. So, shall we continue? Here's another large one. This one is a plain sterling. It is a JS Company spoon. It just has a marking amongst the top, this engraving here, but nothing else on either side of the spoon. It definitely has a darker hue to it than other refined polished silver. These I prefer much more the older look. The aged look, yes, the used look. The look as if it's been sitting there for eons. I see upon closer examination that the edge of the spoon has the name Margaret on it. Perhaps to describe the woman who has owned this collection at one point in her life. So there's this spoon, which is very similar to Margaret's spoon. As you can see. Yes, I can definitely compare and contrast the two. As you can see, this one is the same price, but even larger than the prior. Has a wider bowl than the last one, and it's even slightly heavier and has more of a unique engraving to it. It's very sellable and, quite frankly, I would say should be highest in demand based on its appeal. As you can see, the floral design along the stem of this particular spoon. This is a sterling by Stieff Oh, they don't make these anymore. Yes. You can see the monochrome shine as you angle it in the light. This with a cup of tea would be wonderful. I'm so jealous of the new owner. So, can I show you some simpler ones? So this one was from South Carolina, a place called South of the Border. So this might be maybe less than the $5 value. If someone wants to bargain, I may lower it to $4 or $3, depends how kind they are to me. But this is more a stainless steel spoon by Japan. It's made by Quartet in 1977. So this is the only one that doesn't quite fit the combo or kind of agree with the rest of the spoons here. However, because it is made in the late 70s, it is officially pronounced a vintage item, as it is 25 years or older. So, with that said, I shall continue with my demonstration of spoons to you. Shall we have a look at the medium-sized spoons, perhaps? Yes. Let's have a look at this one. Alaska. Somewhere I wish to venture into the next year to come. God willing. This is a Klepa Arts spoon. Tiny one, but quite unique, as it has, as you can see here, sometimes it helps to put the spoons against the black background. You see here it has that very thin frame, but it has the chevron shapes to it and the bears on the edge of the spoon there. Yes, bears in the woods. So quite a find, I'd say. The woman who has collected these over the period of her lifetime, most likely in her older years, as these type of collections suit more a particular age group from what I'm familiar with. Regardless, it is well worthy to collect and pass on something so fabulous and so delicate as this collection onto your offspring or someone you love, so they can always remember you and your life. And as you can see, this lady loved to travel, and if that's you, I highly recommend you purchase this collection of spoons so that it may inspire you to travel somewhere. Or, you know what's fun to do? Let's say you do go to San Francisco. You take this spoon with you for good luck. You can do something with intent, and that's powerful alone. But anytime I purchase something like this, I always thank the original owner, even if they're passed on. I thank them in spirit for all the work they put toward this collection. I am truly honored to be able to show this to you today. I'm glad you came in. Even though it's 6:05 p.m., I'm still keeping open for you, because I really do feel like you are drawn to this collection and like it. So is there something in particular so far that you would like to buy, and I can put it aside for you, and then I'll add up the total at the end? You would like the Alaska one. I figured you would. Yes, that's a nice one, isn't it? You have wonderful taste. Oh, you'd like to see this one? Well, I'm not quite complete with the medium-sized collection, but I will show you as your curiosity has piqued. This one is Lake George, New York, and it has a dangling chain of the steamboat engine right there. This is one-of-a-kind spoon. It has an opening here, setting it apart from others, but also note its miniature size. It truly is one of a type, quality crafted spoon because of its tiny scale. The artist, who has made this spoon has paid extra attention to this one due to the nature of its size. It's not easy to make small things, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, this would make a great, excellent sugar spoon. Could even scoop up a couple of sugar cubes if you're careful. Well, if you're interested, do let me know. I was going to show you this piece next. This is another personal favorite of mine. Only kings use spoon like these. This is a Minnesota spoon. Land of the 10,000 lakes. You can see the duck flying there in the engraving of the illustration. And you have the state crafted into the spoon with the capital, the Split Rock Lighthouse, and the obelisk tower, which I believe says Foskley Tower. So, and it has the name, I believe, of a president in there or someone at the time. I do not know, but it is a lumberjack right there. So this is my favorite, more so due to the sturdiness and heaviness of the handle. I love a sturdy, heavy handle here to hold. It makes me feel like I have a firmer grip on my spoon, even if I'm not using it personally for sipping on my favorite beef stew. This I really should price more, but it is still the $10, making it a steal. This one is quite unique as it looks like a plate on the base. Slim handle here. Quite light, but it is Las Vegas, Nevada. It is a Fort USA spoon. So you can see all of the ornamental detail etched into the base of the spoon here, making it quite bourgeois indeed. Las Vegas has a lot of mystery to it, isn't it? What happens there stays there for a reason. Same with the design of the base of the spoon. It's quite mysterious. It looks like a hint of an influence of Mayan culture and native. So this has a set apart spoon from the others due to the unusually crafted base. It doesn't take on the same shape as the other spoons do. For sure. Would you like a pause? Would you like to look around? Am I talking too much? You would actually like the Vegas spoon. Yes, this is a medium going for 10. Yes, all my mediums go for $10. Would you like to see this one by chance? This is another dangling one. This has a pirate ship hanging from it, and it is Boston, Massachusetts. So, it is the old State House on here, the Old North Church, and Bunker Hill Monument, excuse me. And the other original State House on it as well. I've actually traveled there about 4 months ago now. and had a pleasant time. I would say this would be well worth it to remind you of the tea party by chance. If that is something that fascinates you, is history. Now, this is another Maryland. Thank you for asking so kindly. Annapolis, Maryland, in fact. The old line state, and it shows all of the different areas of the state. I cannot read that right now. It is very tiny. But you may purchase a magnifying glass. They are only $15. So, if anything else captures your attention, do let me know. And I do have to close shop. Unfortunately, my cat is getting hungry, so I have to feed her. But we have Monterey Carmel with the sea lion looking creature here hanging out and the bonsai looking tree. Seashell like formation on the base of the spoon. Would you like that one? I think that looks fabulous and will match the other spoons you have selected here today. This one is our oldest yet, I believe. Its true origins are unknown, but some say historical friends. There is a horse on it to depict their mode of transport in the 1700s era. It definitely has aged finely, but we will have to probably give this one away as it's not the most popular selection. So if it ends up being worth more than we have given, well, that's just luck bestowed upon you, isn't it? Well, I think that will be all for today. If you'd like to go ahead and purchase the whole set, let me know. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and check you out with these 3 spoons today. We have the Alaska spoon for $10, the Las Vegas, Nevada, and the Monterey Carmel, totaling $10, $30, tax-free. This will be the total of your tab. You can also hold this tab, signed by me, and keep on to it so when you're ready to purchase, you may. We have multiple of these, so rest assured your purchases will be kept waiting for you upon your arrival. So I hope you've enjoyed my sales pitch today. My name is Tony. Thank you for coming in to our antique place. Feel free to pet Mr. Kitty on the way out. Give him a little treat if you'd like. And I hope to see you around soon. Thank you.